Hello people, I am Jaby Koay. Joining us is Nina Story. Hello. And we are redoing the Blue Man Group.
Yes.
You can see, it's gonna be called Blue Man People. Blue People. So we're gonna look at Star Wars The Last Jedi behind the scenes. It's a wrap, the video. This is from Movie Clips Trailers. And if you guys are interested in getting a t-shirt with my face on it, and you want my face on your body, then go to the Jamazing swag store. There's a Teespring link in the description below. Let's watch this Star Wars The Last Jedi behind the scenes.
Everybody set. 3, 2, 1.
Action. Episode 8. Gosh. The first film didn't even have a number.
That's sort of true. Is that blood? What is that? What the hell is that? It's ACHARA.
Ryan has written a story that's unexpected but right. Some of the stuff that happens, people are going to be like, oh my god.
Even though I think I know it all, they throw things at me story-wise I never could have imagined.
And even though everybody knows that it's the second in a trilogy, it feels like its own thing.
Go.
Star Wars is so cool because there's all these creatures and all these amazing visual effects. But all the characters are also so complex.
Ryan needs to work on his Wookiee sounds. It's ridiculous. New director can't even just learn a Wookiee sound.
It feels like the storyline's becoming more established. We're really getting to know these new characters. Also with the characters that we know and love. We're seeing their lives change.
Everything is being shifted in an opposite way to what the audience expected after 7. Ryan's made Star Wars fresh and new.
Ah, goosebumps!
I know, so excited.
I'm hoping it'll be a little shocking, but I'm hoping it'll feel real and honest.
It's our most ancient story of good against evil, told in the most fascinating way.
So cool!
But it has a real spiritual depth to it.
It's about family, and that's what's so powerful about it.
Wow.
It's a wrap!
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. That looks even better than the first, the one prior to it.
Yeah. Here's the thing about the prior one, okay?
Yes. Oh, okay.
Here's my theory. I enjoyed it, first and foremost. Let me say that. But when episode 1 came out, a lot of people liked it. Mm-hmm. They actually enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. And it's only with time that people are like, oh, it's the worst thing ever. Why would you even, how could you even conceive the possibility of even remotely entertaining the idea of liking that movie?
Sure.
And then now it's like, it's gotten further along where people are like, it wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty cool, it was genius. And so it's this weird ebb and flow thing with how people feel about those particular films. Me personally, I've always thought they were all right. And when I first saw the episode 3, I was like, that was great. Only because the previous 2 weren't great. Mm-hmm. And so in retrospect now, I'm like, they're all right. They're not the worst movies ever. They're all right. And so when I saw The Force Awakens, I'm coming in seasoned to Star Wars and to just movies in general. And I watched it, I was like, this was fun. It wasn't like what I wanted, but it was fun. And there's a lot of people who loved it. And I'm like, give it 6 months.
See, I felt like I kind of kept my expectations low.
Mm-hmm. So you loved it.
Right, because I felt like, I didn't want to get overly excited. I actually didn't even watch the trailer for it until right before I saw the movie because I didn't want to, I wanted it all to be really fresh. But I actually thought it was really historic too. And to be in that space with all of the other moviegoers and just get that sense of history, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really entertaining. But you know, if you keep your expectations very low, everything will be amazing.
That's what I say about relationships and dating. No, I'm just kidding. So, I know I did like this a lot though, and I think that you're right. It feels already, just from what glimpses we're seeing,
it seems more exciting.
Just hills and valleys.
Yeah, and I feel sentimental too because Carrie Fisher and they're just, I don't know.
Yeah, I could feel you ready to bawl every time her face came on screen.
I know, I'm a fan.
There was something kind of eerie about seeing her though.
Yeah.
Like it was like, oh my god, that's right. Oh shit.
So
oh,
had
geez.
they completed filming before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, as far as I know, yes.
Okay.
However, they probably have to do some kind of major rewrite for the last installment to accommodate, you know, her untimely departure. So well, they're very generous with how much they showed her in this, which is surprising to me because I remember when Heath Ledger passed away, it seemed like he was stripped from everything regarding behind the scenes. It felt like I couldn't. Really? It was hard. I felt like it was hard. It was hard to find anything about him.
Yeah.
Because it was like such a sensitive thing for people. It's just for instance, this is weird. I'm just getting deeper and deeper down. Every time I hang out with you, we talk about dark shit. So
you're welcome.
When September 11th happened.
Oh yeah, good talk.
They took out the Twin Towers from a bunch of shows.
Yeah.
Even though it was already shot with it in mind. Spider-Man was a classic example, like you know, and so it was weird to me that they were pulling it, and I was like, why don't you just leave it? It's like that was part of the story, and so people are sensitive. But here it's like, hey, no, she was part of this.
Yeah, I mean, she is part of the mythology.
You know, she's been part of this from the beginning. Yeah. So I actually like that they showed her. I like that she was part of it. It actually touched me more. And speaks to the boldness of the entire thing. I remember hearing Mark Hamill talk about. He's very open with his opinions, and the way he expressed himself here in this montage of clips is very positive. Like at least they spun it in a positive way because he actually has expressed vehement disagreement with the direction that this movie went.
Really?
Because it's so dark.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like where it's going. And I think in his mind, he still is like, there's legacy of, these are fun movies.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be fun.
Although I think it's interesting because, you know, they're making the choice to have perhaps include more social commentary and to find parallels in our world today and the things that they're talking about. And that's not always light.
You can see the expression of darkness with like the very deep red colors of stuff. I don't know if that's asbestos.
That's beautiful. I love that moment.
It's like someone's cleaning out their attic.
Asbestos.
and the dark, like black colors, you know, of the X-wing or whatever that was. Forgive my ignorant terminology here. I'm just going off of what I
always feel like when I watch anything having to do with an epic series, especially like Star Wars, like what kind of gig would that be? Even if you're an extra, like to just be a part of such a historic, beautiful, like, you know, you're the boom person. Like, how great would that be? Or you're one of 2,000 of the stormtroopers. I'd do it. I'd be so into it.
I do wonder if it's awesome for a second. And you're like, all right, it's a job now.
Day
it's
30 in my Star Wars suit.
But I mean, there are people who talk about their experience with it, and they're like just jazzed from start to finish about being part of this experience, right? This is my third time did I bring this up. I used to work in casting, and you know, there were these hot girls that would come in their bikini outfits and whatnot, and then there would always be this chick. There's always one once an hour who's like, "Oh, aren't you lucky?" I'm like, "Bitch, please." Like after a while, it's just a job. It goes over your head. You're just like.
Well, I mean, it's not like you were like, you know. I won't even make a tasteless joke.
No, go for the tasteless joke.
Okay, it wasn't like you were diddling them. You were, you know, seeing how they were right for the part.
Diddling them. Wow. Saucy.
Well, I wasn't going to, and then you said to. So
I was like, no, but I mean, diddling is like.
Which means you were high-fiving them.
I thought when you said I don't want to be tasteless, I thought you were going to say like finger or something. I'm like, diddling. But my point being is, you might be absolutely right. If I was on the Star Wars set, I would probably be jazzed from start to finish, just to be part of that process.
Sure, it's a job.
But I'm sure there's one dude on there who's like, day 30.
Yeah. Right.
This is the boom ball, if you guys don't know. The second installment of any series is usually my favorite. Usually it's my favorite. I love the Two Towers. I think that of the 3 Lord of the Rings films,
that was your favorite.
That was my favorite. Okay. Empire Strikes Back is commonly people's favorite Star Wars film. Like nothing can beat that for some reason.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'm hoping that this beats it. I'm hoping we finally have a film that you know, conquers Empire Strikes Back. I trust that this is going to be a bold film, and I'm glad that the director made it all the way to the end. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard, but they lost directors for the Han Solo film.
Really?
They're replacing them with Ron Howard.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So this is exciting stuff. You guys, let us know in the comments how you felt about the behind-the-scenes footage. Were you getting goosebumps? It's the music. It's the effing music. That's what it is. It's like you hear that triumphant epic score and you're like, nostalgia.
The journey.
Why must you consume me? Take my money. You know, it's just this process. You gotta be there. You gotta get the center seats so you can hear everyone screaming. I remember when I went to watch Star Wars The Force Awakens and the thing came on, people were screaming so loud that I had to cover my ears because it was for any of you guys who have ever shot videos before and you've heard overmodulation of audio, you know what that is. You're a musician. Like overmodulation of audio, that's what my ears were doing. It was like it peaked so far I couldn't discern any audio anymore. It just was too many decibels.
But
it was exciting.
Yeah, except for the part where it gets like uncomfortable. To be in an environment when you're watching a film where the entire audience is in that collective energy of just tension and excitement, that's what makes going to a movie really such a beautiful experience. Yeah. So, and I feel like with Star Wars you get that more so than maybe with, you know, something else. So.
Porn.
So excited. That's a different kind of tension.
That is so gross. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out, I was gonna say Tina's story.
So close.
Check out Nina on the social media. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out other reactions, reviews, short films, video game related videos. If you wanna have a t-shirt with my face on it, go to the Teespring link in the description below. You can buy a shirt also with things that I say, because that's fun. Peace out was one of them. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, help support the channel, because that'd be cool. And check out Nina's story. I probably said that like 3 times. I'm Jaby Koay, this is... That's when you say your name.
Nina's story.
Peace out.